Welcome to #Toe2Toe. Anthony Joshua, World Heavyweight Champion, here training at the EIS in Sheffield. Just doing some really good impressions there of Deontay Wilder. Do you want to give it a go again?
We're going to give it a go again. I'm Deontay Wilder, WBC Heavyweight Champion of the world. You know, we packing that Alabama power. Joshua, we ready. Are you up for the test? Because I know I'm the best. All you got to do is set the date. Don't wait, mate. He don't want none of these.
Anthony, I've got a few questions from the fans. Ask not Adam, what one piece of gym or boxing equipment could you not begin a camp without?
A trainer. Is
More
that
important than, yeah, that's fair enough. More important than gloves or anything else, a trainer.
Could shadow box, you know, because boxing is about learning, so you've got to do a lot of listening. So yeah, I think my trainers are most important to guide me throughout the next 12, 10 or 8 weeks.
Gentleman Julian here, questions often raised about your stamina. He's saying this, not me. Will you be coming in light for the Parker fight?
I find this interesting about my stamina because I had like 20 fights now, majority were knockouts. Then I had a scrap against Klitschko, right? Tell me any heavyweight that you know that hasn't gone into a war. Foreman, Lyle, Holyfield, Cooper, do you know what I'm saying? That hasn't, you know, felt the pressure and the heart rate go sky high when they're in a tough fight. Takam, I controlled him for 10 rounds with ease. Do you know what I'm saying? He bust my nose, I couldn't even breathe through my nose. So that one fight is defining my stamina. It's boring. I don't really rate it. That's what I'm saying. People asking about my stamina, people asking about my chin, people asking about this and that. Go back and study boxing and then you'll get to know what it's like for heavyweights to be in a real slugfest, what it's like for heavyweights to take power punches. Then you'll see what I'm going through is just what these people you have hanging on your bedroom wall are going through. We're all the same, we're all in this game and they've paved the way for me to walk down and I'm walking it just like them.
Good answer. Steve Mannion said, who do you see as your biggest threat to your titles aside from Parker? Is it Wilder or is it Fury? Presumably that's Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Wilder because he's active. Do you know where I'm coming from? Wilder's an active champion right now, so besides Joseph Parker, I'm going to put Wilder as number one.
This question kind of follows on. Hitman Harj says, if you were to choose between Fury or Wilder, who would you choose? Presumably that's to fight next. Fury, as you say, has been very inactive.
Wilder because he's a champion, and you know, kings face kings.
Stephen Friel, other than Vlad, who's hit you the hardest in the ring? That's an interesting question. Presumably that's in fights as opposed to sparring. Dylan buzzed you up a little bit with a little counter, didn't he?
It was a lack of like concentration. I fell in with a punch, I didn't see it coming. What it is with Vlad, he hit me with right hand in the first round. I said, boy, oh boy, this guy's got enough power. Do you know when they knock you out for 10 minutes and then you got the commentator saying, I think he should retire. I've never seen a knockout like this before. And he had the power to just go bang, not stumble you like what Dylan did, but to knock you out for 10 minutes. So I think Klitschko, man, Klitschko through and through had the biggest punch. What did he have on his record? 54 knockouts or something like that? The man can punch, can definitely punch.
But other than him, because obviously he's the only man to have dropped you, but is there anyone else who you really felt that power?
Dylan had really good body shots as well. He calls himself the body snatcher, so not only to the head, Dylan had really good body punches as well.
Finn has asked, how do you feel when you're backstage waiting to go out to the ring? Are you the kind of guy who gets a bit nervous? I mean, there's a lot of pressure on you, obviously big stadiums now.
You know what it is? When I started as an amateur, it was a social club. So when I used to wait backstage to fight, there was me, my cousin, there was 10 other people fighting from the club. We'd all be in one room. My opposition would be in the corner, so I learned how to deal with those nerves. And now I just see it as this. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to give it my all. I've trained for it. So what could go wrong? A loss? And I think I've taken a loss as an amateur and it didn't stop me. So as long as I'm going back to the drawing board and I'm dedicated, I'll always bounce back. So I always aim for the best, but even if the worst happens, it won't stop me on this journey.
You take the pressure off just reminding yourself it is a sport at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a journey. And when I know the sport, I think I've learned that some of my favourite fighters are 2 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. And if you understand what that means is you won the championship once, you went for a hiccup, you lost it, but you got it back. So, you know, if life was as simple as people think it is, when you put one of these heart rate monitors on, it'll be a flat line, but that's why it zigzags up and down, because you have to go for up and downs. That's what life's about. So yeah, that's how I see it, and that's how I keep myself calm, is that through the rain, through the sunshine, I'll always keep it balanced and keep on rolling with the punches.
Last question from our Sky Sports audience. Daniel Darban says, would you ever seriously consider a crossover fight into MMA? Obviously boxing's your focus, but there's talk of Mayweather perhaps having an MMA fight after the crossover with McGregor.
A good scrap would be, I think the guy from Congo, he just lost recently. Big unit, that would be a good scrap. Then you've got John Jones, that would be a good scrap. But
you personally, would you be interested?
Yeah. But I'd have to obviously have a couple warm-up fights, you know, because you have to learn the submissions and stuff. But yeah, a fight's a fight at the end of the day. So yeah, man, I'll do it.
Finally, I've got to ask you about the fight with Joseph Parker. How are you feeling? What's your prediction? How's camp going?
Joseph Parker's dedicated. He's going to come 50% better than I've seen him before. But what I've learned is that boxing is simplified when you incorporate your feet, you know. Even though it's a game of punching people, your feet get you in and out of range. So if I can transform what I've worked on in the gym for the last 10 to 11 weeks into the ring, hopefully I can get him out there between 6 and 8.
Lovely, we look forward to it. Thanks for your time.
Sky Sports. Feel it all.